What's up, everyone? I'm the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios. Well, welcome, my friends, my family, my Fat Tuesday Polish people, pierogi, punchki, and some taiskis. Well, that was this morning. Then I came back, had some food, and more food, which I shouldn't have had. And then I took a long nap, but now I'm up this evening. And guess what was on my porch? It was a package. Let's see what's in this package. Is this going to be the best Fat Tuesday ever? It's the Intellivision Collection #1 for Evercade. That is right. Check it out. Finally, I've gotten this. I'm very excited about this. #2 is on pre-order right now. So Intellivision Collection #1 on Evercade. It is cart number 21. That will go great with my other ones. So I'm kind of excited to jump in here and see how the gameplay actually is on this compared to like stuff like the flashback and of course the handhelds that were not so great. But, yeah, because it's always the original system that has the best gameplay for these games, once again, built around the controller, right? So let's look at it and see, and let's play. All right, here. I had some problems earlier, but then I did realize I forgot to hit record, which is ironic, because, excuse me. Yeah, there was, like, the sound was all whack. It sounded like a 80s transistor radio playing that could barely come in. It was like everything was, like I played Astro Smash and a couple games in, and when I got to Frog Bog, it just started freaking out. Like, the sound on that and Slapshot just was, like, awful, and I was like, what's going on? So I restarted the Evercade. I just hope my cart's not messed up or anything. Maybe it was just a fluke thing. I was like, that's disappointing for a second. But anyways, let's get at it. Here is Astro Smash. Oh. Perfect sounds. Got the auto fire. Yeah, I like the HDMI look of this. So, like that, once again, this collection, the classic stuff comes out to the Amico, or more of these collections. Just having the HD look to it is awesome. It's real crisp.
My jaw's hitting the ground.
I just did my high score challenge for Astro Smash on, and I recorded off the flashback, which you know is, I use an adapter. It goes to HDMI, but it's not true HDMI. It's still the AV cables, whatever, the RCA jacks. But yeah, this plays nice. The sounds are correct. The Amico Astro Smash has that mixed into their hyperspace too, where you go through a rock, it goes. Anyways, I'll tell you what, these asteroids are rocking my world. All right, here we are. We're at Buzz Bombers. Let's try Buzz Bombers for the Intellivision. I had this back in the day. The title screen always lets you know that you're playing Buzz Bombers from 1982. Now it's going to let you know, prepare to start Buzz Bombers, Level 1. It'll always remind you. Now, once again, you don't want to be killing bees, but for the sake of the times and the misunderstandings of back then in the 70s and 80s, let's destroy our ecosystem and get some bees. I like when they stand still, and it's like when you line up and then they move. This plays nice, perfect sound. I know you're not supposed to try to hit those combs, but how about getting the bird really sick? What you do is give him a little blast. Come here. Since we're not really playing, we're just checking. Oh! They're building flowers. That's it. You're going down, bird. I got him sick. That's not cool. But I tell you what. These buzz bombers are really a sweet honey. They really hit the honey pot with this one. Alright, I do apologize for the last joke. It was terrible and off the cuff. I don't even have sleeves. But let's move on. This is Frog Bog. Let me adjust my Mardi Gras beads. This is a Fat Tuesday celebration of the Evercade Collection, Television Collection Volume 1. Let's play some Frog Bog. Now, do they have, no, they don't have, see, they'd be cool if they had instructions on this. So we'll just stick with fixed arc. There is a way to, you know, control your frog completely, and, okay, at least the sounds are, like I said, I plugged it in earlier, and I had to redo it. Fixed arc, if you're trying to do like a little, I'd say a jousting of bugs, if you will. Remember the song? Still available. All the classic Intellivision album, Volume 1, by yours truly. Whether you like me or hate me, you'll be singing the jingles in your head. Whether it be Frog Bog, Shifty-Eyed Dealer, or Bowling with disco sound. Far out, man. Speaking of bowling, they need to have that on the next cart. That's just an epic game and needs to be on. As well as some of the golf games like Chip Shot Super Pro Golf. So this plays great, really, really good. I like it. I'd like the instructions or the actual overlays for the game instead of just a keypad. Once again, like I remember when Pete was talking about this as the DS is probably the best way to go, which I agree. Like that's one version I really want to get if you're going to do a handheld because it actually has the overlays as a separate screen. But anyways, looks cool. Let's just say this left me with a frog in my throat. Alright, not sure how much I can apologize for these terrible jokes, but we're going to go on with some Slapshot Super Pro Hockey, which I played recently doing that penalty box trick, or trying to. Once again, another thing, you use the top left or right buttons to pull up the keypad. Once again, I think they could have bypassed this. It would have been great. It just seems a little unnecessary when you're just doing like a selection and enter. Once again, I understand, though, you don't have a keypad. But maybe even change the options to, like, if you're playing one player, you know, it should just be, like, one or two players, and you shouldn't have to, I don't know. Like, I don't know how hard it is to do for this or a program, but I figure out without doing handicap and all this stuff, it should just be a button, like a yes-no button. You know, have it come on and say, one or two players, yes, no, instead of picking one for the computer and one for a human player. You know, like, it's just like the options don't need to all be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm picking, computer team is yes, and then it's going to ask me to do handicap yes. If there was just like a yes, no button, and you could use like the top two buttons as yes or no, and then A as select or enter. Once again, the same with the handicap levels, you know, I do it to where you go up and down to do 1 through 4 or something. Once again, I'm not a programmer and I'm not trying to rip on it. I'm just saying, you know, if you're not even going to have the overlays for those keypads, I just think that's, I mean, I'm just nitpicking, I know. This is still a beautiful way to play it, and I like it, and I'm looking forward to the next one, so I shouldn't say, oh, knocked down the goalie already. Whoops. Oh, I got it. I got it, man. Oh, you're getting it. Oh. Oh, I got to stay away from those. I got to hold the controller different. It hits those top buttons, and it keeps pulling up that keypad. I just love kicking. All right, we really need to focus here. Oh. Oh. Let me swing at him. always thought a Super Pro... I know this is Super Pro Hockey, but I always thought a faster version, just making the skaters... I have not gotten one penalty, but I did get one goal, and that's what we're going to stop it at. I tell you what, that was my goal for the day. Once again, the jokes are not to be taken seriously, and they're awful. But here we are at Night Stalker, a classic. This one I'm excited how they did this, because you use the keypad to fire. Obviously, you're not going to be pulling it up in this, so let's see how they did Night Stalker. Yes, it's okay, so it's the 4 buttons, which is perfect. Oh, I gotta watch how I hold the Evercade. Nice. Heck, I should have done my challenge at this. Now that we have another week. I apologize for canceling Astro Smash. I had some stuff going on. But we will be back this coming Monday. To show you the high score challenge. I did it on my flashback, which I'm not a huge fan of. I love it. Once again, I'm just nitpicking. I don't want to say that it's terrible. I just say the original Intellivision is the best way to play these games. Or the Amico, to be honest, would be perfect, because it's all about that disc controller and the overlay system, you know? Oh, he knew my every move. But he also knew that I'm going to be shooting that way. Ooh, double whammy. Looks like this itsy bitsy spider is not going down this water spout. Alright, that was... Alright, once again apologize for the jokes, and here we are at Pinball. Let's try some Pinball. Now this is one I didn't get till later. Once again, 1 or 2 player yes or no option would be better than having to pull up the keypad, but once again, just say an opinion. I still love this. Don't think I don't love this collection. It's awesome. Oh, you got to use the... Okay, you'd think you'd use the shoulder buttons because it's a pinball, but... So that's a little awkward. So I'm going to... Okay, so you have the all or separate. That's kind of... It is what it is, man. What am I complaining for? Ooh. I'm just a stickler because I so love the original hardware, and that's kind of what I'm comparing it to when I'm making these little hey, why is this like this? You know, you got to understand they got to modify it. See, but I did the same thing for the Xbox version, and I played a ton of that. But it was the same thing, you know. Wow, that was awful, and I'm awful. I guess I really dropped the ball, the pinball. And the jokes keep getting worse, folks. They keep getting worse. So here we are with one. I was excited for this, and I still want the original cartridge for this. But this is Princess Quest Homebrew. Let's just play. I'm excited. I've never played this. I've always wanted to. Oh, I'm just getting destroyed. Look, I was getting attacked by Mr. Turtle and the... Oh, I already died. And the demon from Ghosts and Goblins. I probably needed that key. Man. Enemies are pretty relentless. Oh, they can't crouch. Already died twice. That's alright, I'm back. And better and better than before. Oh no! Maybe I should have double jumped, huh? Huh? Guys all making fun of me? Oh, there's... Okay, so you get hearts. Okay, so now I'm back up to 9. I get it. So I want to get, like, to the first boss. Oh. And then you don't just jump in a pit like that. I must say the enemies are relentless. Oh, here, there we go. There's a... Oh, I got... Okay, now we got a different weapon. That's... Makes things a little... The tides have turned now. Not really. Oh, gotta stop holding it like that. Hitting those upper buttons. Oh. Wow. It does give you at least, like, you know, was it like starts you at 9 or whatever for health? So, boy, you really need it. Because you just get attacked. Oh! And, or you just jump in a pit like me. If I'm a knight in shining armor, why does a cat hurt me? Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a mummified or rock face or something. I don't know who this is. But he's very scary. Well, I got to the pig boss. I look like he like flashed or something for... Oh. Yeah! Now you see my face. I'm a knight in shining armor. I'm a knight in shining armor, and I love you. Anyways, I can't wait to play this more. Pardon me. Very dry and cold out. So my sinuses are just having a great time. So Shark, let's play this. We all, you know, seen me do the stuff on the Amico and, enter. Okay, so the dart. I was gonna say, where's the dart? There we go. Ah! I'm a shark killer, so I'm pretty adamant on getting that shark tail every... Shark tails, woo! No, that's something completely different. Was it shirt tails? Remember shirt tails? Remember Monchi cheese? Remember Popeye? Remember Poop Deck Pappy? Alright. Well, enough of me saying silly cartoon names. Let's get this shark. Oh, just missed the tail there. Come on back. Get some more. Yeah, there we go. It'll also grow me faster, too. Whoops, missed him. He got a little scared of this little yellow tang. Oh. And the lobster gets me. Because the lobster dances.
The lobster dances. We only get a few chances. Getting bigger now on your mark. And bite the tail of the big bad shark.
And one shark down. I'm a shark wizard. Second shark down, and I get eaten by the big blue fish. Well, something sure smells fishy in this game. And that's what you had to deal with, was me making fish jokes on a fish game. But here we go, Snafu. Select game. Okay. Oh, here we go. Select game. We'll just do game 1. The old game 1. We'll do 2 rounds. Snafu was never a favorite, but it is a fun little game, especially if you have 2 people. Oh, so apparently I was blue. So I gotta wait for these snakes to make a mistake. And that's 1 right there, and then these 2 should go faster. And they're done. Alright, now knowing that I'm blue. Oh no, that was a bad decision. Ah! Great. Great music though. Well, that was sure a snafu. Okay. And one of my all-time favorites, the later life of the Intellivision, the NTV releases, and that is Duncan Penguins Thin Ice. So this, you gotta, like, dunk your friends in ice water. Sounds awful. And there should definitely be lyrics to this. Get ready, Penguin 1, time to have some fun. Alright. So basically you gotta skate around, you get the McDonald's fries, and everything's good. Unless they break the thing. There's 1. Oh, and that seal is relentlessly mad and furious about you. And he will do anything in his power to stop you. Like that. So you gotta like run like an alligator. If you zigzag, you'll get him off your tail. But if not, he will come after you. And getting in the water will also anger him and get him off your tail as well. I like it. Man, he's so... Oh, I just do not like him. And we got it. So they're really good. These games play... The sound and the play is fantastic. Like I said, the only thing like I wish they do on further collections, I should say, is... and I'm kind of familiar with this emulation. It's similar to what's on the Raspberry Pi. I just... Which they play great. I'm just saying if they can do a workaround for not using the keypad for simple stuff, you know, like maybe do a yes and no screen or something. Like I said, that's just me being whatever. But that's it. Like these are great. Like I can't wait to do high score challenges on this. I can't wait for Collection 2. But you need that bowling. Well, it's getting a little chilly willy in here. So, on to the next game, and that is Thunder Castle 1986, another later release. Very fun game. Let's just get into it. Great music, great animations. We're going to play this first level. Maybe just I'll just get 1 dragon and we'll move on. I know, excuse me. I know this is going to be a long video, but definitely been waiting for this for a long time, so. Oh, the candlestick disappeared. The one thing that didn't disappear is me getting the dragon. Uh-oh! It changed right. The power-up went away as soon as I got up there. I did not listen to the alarm. I was like, I'm getting that dragon in this weird maze or dungeons? No, that's a different game. A game that should not be named. Come on, little bats. Come over here. Oh, the chalice! I think that gives me power right away. Come on, dragon. Oh, no, it disappeared. Oh, oh, there, perfect. Did I vanquish him? Where'd he... Oh, I got him. Oh, and there's the yellow one. Oh, you're stuck, pal. You're stuck. Oh, you're stuck. You will be vanquished. No! He survived it. Alright, I'm just going to get the yellow dragon and we'll call it. Or will he be getting me? Oh! I thought I got the bat. Well, at least I went medieval on the first one. Medieval. Learning Fun 2. Word Rockets. Really a strange choice. I don't know why. Wonder if there's a 2-player. Yeah, we spelled a word. Yay! Whoa, how am I supposed to do? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Tag, like tegrity. How about bib? Oh, there actually is a bib. I was like bibbity boppity boo. How about fizz? Oh, there's such thing as fizz. How about vet? Whoa! How about Ron? Okay. I have nothing to say about this one. So there it is. That was all the games on the collection. I gotta say, Astro Smash, I'll be playing a lot on this. Buzz Bombers, Frog Bog, Slapshot, no. Night Stalker, absolutely. Pinball, I might have to get more into. Princess Quest was great. Shark played great. Snafu, Thin Ice, and Thunder Castle, great on this collection. Learning Fun is really the only one that I didn't really care too much for. Like, I didn't understand what was on here. But then again, they have Vectron on collection too. So, what you gonna do? I guess you gotta have some filler. No. But there it is. My first playing, and of many more. Back to you, other DJC. Well, looks like they keep throwing them at me. What are you doing up there? But in all seriousness, Intellivision collection right there. There it is. Pretty sweet, pretty neat. You know, a few different collections and stuff I'd like to see on this, obviously. But all in all, I'm glad I have this. It's a new way I can play, like, on the go when I go out, like, camping or, you know, sitting in a tent on a rainy day. It's cool to even go up and just play it when you're bored, have it on you. But the cool thing is hooking it up to the TV and playing it as well. Another reason to play these games, and something which is HDMI as well. So I was really excited to get this. I've been waiting for this for a long time because I pre-ordered it a very long time ago. But I'm excited for the second one as well. But where's bowling? Come on, we need bowling and Chip Shot Super Pro Golf. What else do we need? What would you put on there? How about some Magic games, right? Little Beauty and the Beast, Demon Attack, some Safecracker with better car controls. Yeah, but anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Evercade is doing a good job. I can't wait for Collection 3. I haven't even gotten 2 yet, but I finally got 1. Wait, did we do some sort of time travel? This is still in the shrink wrap. Would I record gameplay after this? I'm insane. No, just exhausted from a full morning and full day of Mardi Gras beads and Tyskie beer. Please like, please subscribe, and gosh darn it all to heck and back. So sorry for the language in this gosh darn episode. We'll see you in the next one. It's time to flamingo some stuff. Whoa. I mean, just picking up stuff from the studio.